Hello and welcome to August real estate market update for Denver and metro area. 11 counties included in this real estate market update. So you get the numbers for 11 counties. In July, I didn't record a video for two reasons, because the numbers for July actually were not very different than June, and I was facing some personal issues. As everyone else, we have some problems in our personal, family, work, and everything else. And now we have the numbers for August, so I'm gonna dig deep in the numbers momentarily and compare it with the previous month and even 2 months and previous year to see what is going on in real estate market. You are hearing a lot of news, positive or negative. However, with a lot of information that we give you, you can make your informed decision. And I ask you, please, if you have not subscribed to our channel, go ahead, subscribe it. And if you get any value out of this video, please go ahead and give us a thumbs up, like the video, and share it with your family members, with your friends, co-workers, colleagues, neighbors, people in your community. The more share, the more like we get, the higher exposure our video will get. And that helps us to grow our business more and more, and helps us to help more orphanages around the world. As you know, I sponsor a few orphanages around the world, and that helps us to have more money to give more, and have even more time to give and coach those kids. They don't have parents, they don't have adults to take care of them, and some institutes, some orphanages, some good people like you, they help them to pass through their childhood life, and hopefully they will get in adulthood and they will become somebody. Thank you so much for watching, and let's dig deep in the numbers. Now let's see the numbers for August 2023 to see what is going on in real estate market in 11 counties, including Denver and all other counties around Denver. Before getting into the numbers, I want to show you this slide, because this is very important to understand. If you want to sell your house, this is really, really important. As you see, the new listing, this is for 7 days. As you see at the bottom of this slide, you see this graph was for past 7 days, which in 7 days, the number of new listings was slightly over 1,500. But look at this light green, price decrease. 1,727 homes did the price reduction, which is more than the new listings. Why? Because the houses that they were on the market before, and many of them, they have done more than one price reduction. That's why you see this number. And it's very important when you hire a real estate agent, a realtor, to sell your house. It's very important to hire someone who is expert, who has experience in real estate. Don't fall in the trap of the flat rate, or like commission reduction and such, because you're gonna lose a lot of money if you hire a non-professional agent to sell your house. I have recorded actually a video. At the end of this video, you will see a short clip, and you can click on that to see how your emotions might get on your way, and because of your emotional decisions, you may lose tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands, depends on your case, depends on the house price that you're selling. So it's very, very important to pay attention to these details, to pay attention to who you are hiring, who is that person, if that agent is really experienced, if he or she knows the market well. And it's not about your neighborhood, it's about the general market. Nowadays, because of internet, because of social media, because of a lot of things that's like we can present the house at any level in the whole state and selling it for a high price because the technology. This is not like, I don't know, 50, 60 years ago that you need someone to be very familiar just to your neighborhood. The market is different. The world is different. We are living in a different world. And by the way, those people who wanna buy your house, they are not from your neighborhood. They don't live in your neighborhood. They either live in different neighborhood in town, or they are coming from another town or even another state, even maybe another country. So don't get your emotion on the way of selling your house. Please watch that video and learn how your emotional decision can cost you tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars, depends on the case. And look at the expired in 7 days. 520 expired in 7 days. Why? Because of that. Because of emotional decision, because your real estate agent, either he or she cannot guide you through the process, or maybe you are very stubborn and you want to stick with your ideas and you don't listen to them. So please pay attention to these. When you list your house, you need to price it strategically and dynamically. Pay attention to this. If you have any question, you can contact me. You can email me, you can text me, you can call me. If you cannot pick it up, leave a message. We will get back to you. And we will help you to make your real estate dream come true. As you know, I'm a certified agent and area director for 72 Sold program, and we have different independent studies that showed we sell houses for higher than the traditional, higher than the other agents. And we have over 2,000 Google review, 5-star Google review, and you can see a lot of people, they talk about us, or talk about our program and how we could help them. We are America's leading home selling program, and that's why we are leading the house selling program, and that's why people trust us and list their home with us to sell it quickly and for higher. So this is the July numbers. Just I wanted to show you because, as I mentioned earlier, I didn't upload a video for July, but I wanted to show you, and you can get a sense of the numbers. So all the numbers are provided by Denver Metro Association of Realtors, DMAR. In July, the median close price was $600,000. I'm going to show you for August also, the similar slide, so you can pay attention to see what's going on in the market. So median close price in July was $600,000. Closed home was down by 7%, and months of inventory was up by 18%. Months of inventory, I'm gonna show you different slides on months of inventory. Months of inventory, it means that the number of houses on the market right now at the time of this presentation or at the time of preparing these numbers, if there is no another home come on the market, the number of houses on the market currently is enough to provide the demand for such a number. Okay, for example, on this one, for almost one and a half months. Okay, that's the meaning of months of inventory, and this is very important number actually to pay attention, because if the MOI, months of inventory, is less than 3%, it is seller's market. If it's between 3 to 6 months, generally it is a balanced market. If it's more than 6 months, it's a buyer's market. So per these numbers, the market is still hot. If you want to sell your house, go ahead and contact me right away. Sales volume was down by $2.9 billion. This is just in Colorado. And median days, which I'm not actually interested in median days. I'm going to show you the average days. For home price, I'm interested in median. For days on MLS, I'm interested in average, because those numbers are closer to the reality. The number of active listings was up in July by 16%. New listing was up by 8.6%, and pending or under contract was up by 5.7%. That was for July. And now for August, the median close price dropped by $10,000. So the median close price was $590 in July, and we are presenting, this is early August 8th actually today that I'm recording this video. The closed homes was down, and the month of inventory was up a little bit, and the sales volume down again. Active listings went up slightly, and new listing went down. So pay attention. This is seasonal effect, and this is because of the reality of the market now, and because over 90% of people, they have mortgage for around 3% or even less, and that created such a interesting market that many homeowners right now are waiting for the interest rate to come down, because they say if we give up on this interest rate and sell our house, then we have to buy a new house, or a different house, upsize or downsize or whatever they might to do, for higher interest rate, close to like 7% or upper 6 or something like that. And that created such an interesting market right now. So pending, it means under contract, went down by 1.7%. Okay, so now let's take a look at the this slide, which is market overview for the whole real estate in Colorado. The active listing at month's end was compared to last month was a little bit higher. I'm talking about the last two columns of this slide, but compared to last year was down. So active listing, it means the total of homes in the market for July was down by 14.4% compared to last year. New listings was down also. And when the new listing is down, so obviously the number of active listing for next month is going to be less, because of this phenomena, so the value of homes still is high. And some people, they ask me, why, if the market is slow, why the price is still high? And that's because of that, because the number of new listing is down and not a lot of active listings on the market. And as I mentioned, on months of inventory, you see the months of inventory shows still a seller's market. For how long it's going to continue, I don't know exactly, but there are a lot of factors actually involved in that. So the number of pending or under contract went down by 2.5%, and the number of closed went down also by 18.4%. Close price median, as I said, on close price, I'm interested in median, was down slightly, both compared to previous months and compared to last year. And the sales volume was down significantly, like 18% compared to last month, and almost 18% also compared to last year. Days on market, and I'm interested in average because this is more close to reality. In last July of 2022, the average days on market was 13 days, but in June and July of this year was 23 days. So if you compare it to last year, it's up by almost 77%. And close price to list price ratio, which I need you to pay attention to this because the list price is not the original price. The list price mentioned here is the last list price before going under contract. Okay, so in July last year, the close price to list price was over 100%. Even in June this year was about 100%, and now is 99.8. So it's down by less than 1%. The active listing at month's end that we talked about the numbers, and here I just wanted to show you the graph so you have kind of imagination what's going on. So this is the number of active listings in July, which is a little bit over probably around 6,200 houses on the market. And if you compare it, not compared to this anomaly because of COVID, but if you compare it to the previous years, is lower. So the number of active listing compared to previous years is lower than usual. And as I mentioned before, there are some factors in this market that makes it a little bit interesting market. And if you look at these new listings, the new listing compared to previous years at this time actually is lower too. And average days in MLS that I showed you some slides on that. It was about, for detached and attached houses, between like 23 to 25 days. Median close price. As I mentioned in the like early two slides about the numbers, about the median close price. However, my purpose to show you this slide here is if you look at the real estate in long term compared to like last few years, several years, or if you even go back, this is up to July 2014, but if you even go back to 20, 30 years, you see a similar trend. So it means in long term, real estate is a good game to play if you know how to play it. Regardless of the up and down in real estate and kind of roller coaster, but in long term, if you know how to play, if you have a good consultant, good agent, can guide you through this, and in long term you will win. This is the active listing and closed sales. So The green graph is the active listing, and the orange is the closed houses. It means they were sold. This is the crash of 2008, and after that you see there were a lot of listings, but the number of closed houses was significantly lower than the number of active listings. And then gradually, after a few years, it went back to normal. And now this is anomaly of COVID. Don't pay attention that much to this, but compared to the others, you see actually we're close to normal. It's a little bit different, but mostly we're close to normal, except the active listing is not that high. But it will change in the third and especially fourth quarter of this year, and next year that will change. Okay, market trends. On this slide, I'm interested in more in the MOI, month of inventory. I wanted to show you. This is for detached and the last column for attached. So I'm gonna go just through this column for detached family houses. For houses at the range of 2 million and over, the month of inventory was 5.3%. As I mentioned before, it means the number of houses on the market at this price range in this category, if there is no another house come on the market, it's enough to supply the demand for 5.3 or almost 5.4 months. For the category of 1.5 million to 2 million, the month of inventory is almost 3.6, and for million to million and a half, it's about 2.4 months, and for 750,000 to 1 million is about 2 or just 2 months, slightly over 2 months. And for 500,000 to 750, which is the big number of houses actually are in this category, and then is going to be the next one. So this is very important factor in the real estate market. And you see the MOI, the month of inventory, is less than one and a half months, and that keeps the price still high, even with the higher interest rate that many buyers are eliminated already from the market, and not many people can afford the same house that they could afford before because of the higher interest rate. And on this slide, which is for luxury category, 1 million and up, I want you to pay attention to these last two columns, month over month and year over year. As you see, the new listing is down slightly. The pending compared to last month is down, but compared to last year is a little bit higher. The closed homes down by 15% compared to last year. And sales volume is down by 15%. Days on market is up by 72% compared to last year. And close price to list price ratio is down. Not significantly, but it's 1.6% compared to last year. And I want you to pay attention to one number here. The new listing, this is the number of houses in July, 648 new listings for this category, for 1 million and higher. Okay, pay attention to this number, and I'm going to show you the next slide, which is 750 to 1 million, which is very similar to the previous category. The number of houses here is a little bit higher, 842 houses. And now I want you to pay attention to this category, the premier. The number of houses in this category is a very important factor in pricing. The number of houses here is over 1,800 houses. Although the number of new listings and like the other factors are similar and even higher drop compared to the previous slides that I showed you, but because the majority of number of houses on the market are in this category, 500 to 750, and this is the premier market, and you need to pay attention to these numbers because these numbers are important factors in real estate market. I hope I gave you a lot of information that you can make your informed decision based on the numbers, based on the statistic, and based on the reality of the market. Go ahead and contact me, and please, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, go ahead, subscribe if you have not subscribed to our channel. And if you get value out of these videos, please like the video, share it with your friends, family members, coworkers, colleagues, neighbors, people in your community, and help us to grow our business and help us to help more orphans around the world. You can email me, you can text me, and call me. However, I'm better with text and email. And if we cannot pick up the phone, please leave a detailed message. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you a great month, and I wish you very good informed decision on your real estate, whatever it may be. So you can contact me and get a consult for free. We don't charge you for consultation. And we go through your case individually, because case to case, home to home is totally different. And we will help you to make your informed decision and help you to make your real estate dream come true. Thank you, and see you next month on the next video. And please watch that video about the emotional decision that may cost you tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars. Thank you. Have a nice summer, and see you next month.